Welcome everyone. Welcome to a new Shiro show, the Shiros of shows, the shows of Shiro, the shows, if you will.
The show of shows. It's going very retro today.
Yeah,
it's
we're
you
going
and me
back
on
to
this
back
really
to the
old
start.
set.
Old set
But
that I've
that's
not
nice.
updated yet. One of these days.
Yeah.
And a motorcycle just kicked off in my background. Thank you. Good timing.
Oh well, you've got a good sound gate there. Dan is here actually via the wonders of mobile data.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm here in spirit.
He's going through
audio.
another hurricane. His house is now destroyed, but he is a willing. His spirit is willing, so he's on the show in the rubble of his house.
It's not destroyed. No, we did have a pretty good
Dan.
storm blow through, and it took out a power line in my neighborhood, and it made the electricity go away for a little while. The electricity is back, but for some reason the internet is not back. So yeah, I'm just gonna be on audio today. That's okay.
That's weird. There's a lot of like I know Spain and Portugal had like a big power outage recently.
Yeah.
San Diego had a bunch of power outages recently, both planned and unplanned. But I mean, yours is obviously the result of something you can see. Like
I think
I have no.
Oh.
Well, also like Bunny sent that video and it looked like you gotta tape those windows or something like so water
Tape it
doesn't
up.
come inside. It's just crazy how like monsoonal it is there. I hope that you guys that it's not a big deal and doesn't knock down any trees or anything like that.
Steep effective Vela.
Are you guys in a valley or on a hill?
Neither. It's pretty flat.
Just pretty flat. Oh, okay.
Kind of lower.
Would you say that you're on a plane, if you will?
I'm on a plane.
Oh, I mean, I can't complain.
Sure.
No, but like Clint from the Lazy Game Reviews, like he went through a bunch of like a huge storm last year and like took down a tree on his house and everything. It was crazy. So like sometimes those things can get pretty nasty. But
no, Bunny made sure to cut all the trees down that were around our house over the years, so there are no trees that can fall down on our house now.
that's
Fair
a
enough.
good plan.
I mean,
Good plan.
you
If
never know. There
live
might
in
be a
storm
tree
country.
that the tornado carries and goes through your house. I'd be like, wow, how can I account for that?
Thanks, Patrick. Thanks for the jinx.
Here in California, the challenge is keeping a very big barrier of like no brush around your house, because if there's anything that can catch fire around your house,
Yeah, California just like
Burn,
looking at
baby,
something
burn.
the wrong way will set on fire.
Right.
California,
Wildfires.
its first national pastime besides baseball is forest fires and fires in California.
Wiener Bob, $1.99, budget or buttery, pineapples on pizza.
Thank you. Wiener Bob.
I'm gonna say hell yeah. I love Hawaiian pizza. I do.
Yeah, I say
it's
budget.
not even Hawaiian.
I have to be in the mood for it though. It's only like if somebody orders it. I don't like go out of my way to order it, but it's not that I don't like it.
I like pepperoni too, though. Like I'm kind of an equal opportunity offender when it comes to pizza, but yeah, like I like barbecue Hawaiian, or I don't know, any kind of Hawaiian pizza.
You know a trick to get my roommate to not eat my pizza? Get an everything pizza. He hates anything that's not pepperoni or meat lovers. He hates it.
Like
I love
even a
everything.
Hawaiian pizza is an easy way. You take that to a party, and you usually are guaranteed like three quarters of the room won't eat it. Yeah, but it's like if we ever have like a potluck pizza kind of thing, is like bring a couple pizzas. My wife and I will bring a Hawaiian because we know that it's just going to be us and our kids.
I like when people do that though, because it's like people do that for that trick, but it's like I like it, so it's like cool. Finally, some Hawaiian pizza, and I'll grab a slice. But I won't be picky. I'll grab 1 or 2 slices. That's it. I won't like take half the pizza.
William Anderson is absolutely right. The weird thing about Hawaiian pizza that I think turns people off is the ham. Actually, the Canadian bacon, it has that kind of like sulfurous kind of smell, taste kind of thing going on that turns a lot of people off. I think if you swap it for American bacon, good old bacon bits, that's so much better. It really is.
I'll try that next time.
Yeah, like what's it? Round Table Pizza, which is really expensive, by the way. But they have this Maui Zowie pizza, which is like regular bacon and like hot sauce, like hot Polynesian sauce, and like green onions and all sorts of toppings on it. But it's really, really good. Like the thing I order anytime I go to Round Table Pizza. How did we get on pizza? I don't know.
Because you talked about.
I don't know.
Wiener Bob just said pineapple and pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I have a fun pizza related anecdote about video games, and that's that when I was in college, I worked as a delivery driver for Round Table, actually, as kind of like it was just an in between job, right? And one of the things I liked about being a driver is like you're not actually at work most of the time. You're just in your car blasting tunes, you know. So like I'd be driving down the road listening to Nirvana or something like that. And I got to know the route in my neighborhood really well. And I was actually probably the fastest driver they had, but they thought I was the slowest driver they had, because it turns out like I would just keep their expectations really, really low, you know, and I would deliver the pizza super fast. And then I would go to my friend's house and play like a couple rounds of Halo 2 and then jump back in the car and run back to the place. And they'd be like, slow as ever, Dave. And I'd be like, I know, I can't get a hang of this, you know. And then I do the next there would be like a leftover pizza or something like that somebody didn't claim. I take it over to my parents' house, have a piece, watch my dad and little brother play Dreamcast.
I thought you were gonna say you go over to your friend's house with the pizza and play Halo 2. I was like, that'd be a night.
I'm admitting to youthful indiscretions here, but the fact is, it was a long 8-hour shift, and this definitely made the time go by. I mean,
if you're a pizza driver, you weren't like a nuclear scientist, so I don't think anybody's gonna care.
Scientist.
I don't think anybody's gonna care that you. Dave slacked off on his job.
Well, yeah, customers never complained because they would get their pizza super fast. Because I was actually I had to be really fast in order to find that extra time to be able to just goof off with my friends. So yeah, whenever I came back to it was my employer that thought I was slow. That's the funny thing. But anyway,
well, that sounds delicious. I love. There's no like round table pizza here. Like the only pizza places that you have to find are like really obscure. Like there's this one. It's like called Sol's Pizza. That they're from New York City or New York or Jersey. I can't remember. Like one of those two. But either way, good enough for me. I go there. It tastes just like Jersey pizza, like 1-to-1. Like. There's a place that's actually called NYPD Pizza in Arizona. That's like, it's pretty good, but it's hella expensive. It's like $50 for like a large pie. It's like super, super pricey. But they import their water from New York. And like, I'll be honest, I prefer the Sol's Pizza. It's a little bit cheaper. It's like $30.
Wait, did you say they import the water from New York?
Yeah, they import the water from New York.
So they get to make the dough?
Yeah.
So it like has like okay. Because it's got like that's like people getting crazy with like beer brewing, you know? They'll be like importing the water from the UK so that they can make like British beers. That's like some next level pizza making, importing the water from New York.
Yeah, like the pizza's delicious, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the Sol's one because it's like, it tastes just like New York stuff. So like, it actually like it has the spirit of it. Like even it's not like too gourmet. It's like right in the middle. It's like it's a good like, okay, I'm gonna get a pizza, like a pie and some wings, and it's a Friday night. Honestly, I kind of want to do that tonight. If I'm not doing like, apparently we're going to this chicken place after we work out. So if I'm not doing that, I'm gonna go to get some pizza.
I was gonna try to change the topic, but we just got another $1.99 from Wiener Bob. Budget.
I guess we're back on pizza.
Deep dish pizza. Very buttery.
Budget.
I mean, like
Budget.
I mean, like you're not gonna have it every time. It's a thing, you know. Like, but it's expensive. That's where we have a Chicago Brothers Pizza over here, and they are from Chicago, make amazing deep dish pizza. But it's not It's like. It's something else. It's like
it's called acid reflux the pizza.
You eat it with a fork.
Bro,
and
that thing's
like
literally 90% watery ass marinara.
What? No.
Like I went to get those places.
They're doing it wrong.
It tasted like authentic marinara, and all it did was give me acid reflux. Every time I eat Chicago pizza, I get nasty acid reflux. So
well, you know, people from Chicago don't even eat deep dish pizza half the time. Like a lot of people from Chicago will eat like thin crust pizza. But it's just like another thing that they do. You know, you've eaten the wrong stuff. That's all I can say. Because I
went to the authentic Shy City places. I don't know what more people want from me.
There should be nothing watery about it. Anyway,
it's maybe like I said, it's the marinara. It's like I like a good New York slice pizza, but I'm from Jersey, so I need to have that New York, New Jersey style pizza, or else it's not going to work for me. I can't be
Stu
drinking.
Says buttery pizza. Buttery pizza sounds good. That's like that buttery burger craze that happened a few years ago.
The one that added 20 pounds to everyone's waist.
Just add extra cholesterol on top of your pizza. Budget or buttery Alfredo sauce as the sauce.
That's budget.
That might be pushing it. I'm gonna say budget.
Though ranch is the sauce actually hits. There's a place around the corner that uses ranch as a base. It actually does slap.
If it's a buffalo chicken pizza with ranch, then I'm okay with that. But the Alfredo sauce, I don't know. Might be too much. But I forgot to shout folks in the chat. We got SHIRO, Lightning, Sega, Wiener Bob, Saturn, Pudgy Bunny, SHIRO, Dragons of Saturn, Analog Black Sheep, Captain Hawden, Paul Bort, Tales of Saturn's here, Stu, Memphis is here, David Zaney, Raiden. Who else we got? Notorious VDP. We got Stoneman. What's up, Stoneman?
Stoneman.
Haven't seen him in a while. Max Geese, or I've just been gone, so maybe he's been here.
He's been here. He's been vibing.
Pappy Fed. Eric is here. What up? Shadow Mask is here, of course. Eric, yeah, I said that. Trekkies Unite. What's up? Nathan Anderson, Sega Retrop View. William Anderson. So wait, Nathan Anderson and William Anderson, any relation? Have I already asked that question? The Andersons wins? I think I have.
Mr. Anderson, welcome back.
Mr. Anderson.
Missed you.
Taking out your landlady's garbage. Let's see here. Moose Track is here. What's up, Moose?
Oh, look they have a participants chat. That's kind of cool.
Happy Friday. Who else? I hope
Super
I'm not
Hands.
missing anybody else.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, Slowcoin.
Thanks for watching.
What's up?
Slowcoin.
Double Dime. And of course Dan, who's here in spirit and via Vonage or I don't know. Verizon.
He's got
I hear him
what
in my
was
head
the
like Vonage.
what was the original name for T-Mobile? It was like something. I forgot the exact name, but T-Mobile was not T-Mobile at one point. It was like some weird name. It's like West
It was like
something.
the Connecticut leather cell phone company.
No, it was like something. Yeah. Wow. Zwei auf den Schweiz. Das ist cool. Willkommen, Papi Feed und Stoneman. Das ist sehr gut. But yeah, no, what was the name of it? Voice Stream, that's it. Voice Stream. Get some Voice Stream in your life.
All right.
Altoona Pizza, I'll check it out. Is there any in Arizona Trekkies? I'll check it out, but if it's trash, I'm not covering your stuff. I'm just joking. That's not.
Before we get into news, anything game related happening in the last week with you, Pat?
Game related. I just been dolly painting. I'm trying to get my new giant centerpieces from the Emperor's Children painted up. So working on that.
Wars too?
A little bit. I've been playing Captain Hawden with the $1.99, $2
in English.
Yep, in English. Yeah, been playing it. Technically, I had to play a little bit beforehand because I got some early access going on. But yeah, right. Been playing it. That one getting set up with another game we're gonna talk about on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe has something to do with Young Money Sui.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Jung Rhythm Sui?
Yeah, maybe some Jung Rhythm Sui. We'll talk about it. But yeah, what about you, Dave? What about you, and what have you been up to or down to?
I have okay, so real talk, I've been doing a lot of dadding, lots of sports, lots of baseball. My son's
Sorry about
team
your
is
Padres getting their asses kicked.
the Padres, I wish we, so I mean, but they won the last series. They won the last series. They won the last series. They're doing a little better. We got to get Jackson Merrill back, and it's whatever. Anyway,
it's just a typical season for the Padres.
It's typical season, right? While the Dodgers.
I mean, it's just all about having fun, though. Going to the games, eating a hot dog.
Yeah, actually, I've been much more close. I've been much more into my son's little league season. Because they're ranked number 1, and they've been doing amazing.
Nice.
So Jesse's he's starting to pitch, and he's playing a bunch of positions and starting to really heat up with the bat. So yeah, it's exciting. go into his games and rooting for him. I've also been playing a lot of Initial D, because I am no joke trying to translate
Initial
the game.
D.
I mean, I'm not in the hacking part yet, and Malenko's giving me he's giving me a bunch of a hard time over the past year. Like, when are you gonna Initial D? When are you gonna translate it?
Don't worry, I get the same thing for Resident Evil. So,
well, honestly, I just had to get so good at the game that I could beat it like in expert mode, so that I would be able to extract that text and be able to translate it. But I've also been, studying Japanese more and trying to get better at that, so that I'm able to like localize it and kind of do more than just a crappy Google Translate thing. So I've done that.
Pretty admirable, though. Yeah, I'm excited to see how you're doing on it.
I've done mostly extracting the text via character recognition. But yeah, no, it really is so much better than people give it credit for, and I really don't think Genki did a bad job with it at all. I think it really is. It is a game that you're intended to, work hard at and get better at. And there's the one thing that's cool about this game that I love is that it's unique in that it was released before the anime existed, so it's completely based on the manga, and in so much as like it also includes like this little comical skit thing between Takumi and Itsuki, his friend, that plays on the little comical part that they would put at the end of the manga. Like you have the omnibus, so you know what I'm talking about. At the very end, you have like this part where they're just talking to each other and telling jokes or whatever.
Yeah, the end filler things where it's like
yes.
They have that a lot in the mangas, where it's just like a little one-off thing the artist messed around with.
Sometimes they do that in anime too, like depending on the anime, they'll do that at the end of the anime.
Yeah.
But like they've used that section, they've used that as the means of teaching you how to drift in the game, right? So there's a section in the game called Try Drift, and you boot that up, and they drop you down on like three little turns of a course and see how you do, and then they give you critiques on it. But if there's the language barrier, you don't really understand what they're saying, and you wouldn't know that they're telling you a bunch of different things to help you do better at drifting. But anyway, I've gotten to the point where I can like race through these tracks even with the R32, which that car is like so OP. It's so much faster than any of the cars.
I'm surprised you could drift in that. I imagine they probably took off the all-wheel drive on it to do that.
I've gotten to the point where I can drift every turn without touching a guardrail. And Joe has said, Joe, Sega RPG fan, has kind of said before, like the same thing with Sega Touring Car. It's so fast that when you go to play like Sega Rally after playing Sega Touring Car, Sega Rally feels like you're just driving in Jello or something. Like it feels so slow, right? Like you're going really slow. Same thing with when you race the R32 and you're drifting and stuff like that. Pick any other car and it just feels like easy mode, because you can just, it's just so much
technically, canonically,
slower.
you're fighting the car because when you put it into a drift, and I think they probably covered it in the manga, when you put the R32 in a drift, it compensates because it technically is a four-wheel drive car, but it's only when it needs it. So like once you put the drift, it'll kick in the four-wheel drive, so the front wheels will start. So a drift is incredibly difficult on that unless you remove that functionality of because you can disconnect the I forget what it's called, the thing that gives the differential to give it the kick in those front wheels, so that way it's technically a wheel drive. And a lot of people did that when they wanted to drift it, because that was the issue they had.
So like in that regard, it's not realistic. In that regard, they should have nerfed the R32 a little bit more than they did. Like instead, it's like super OP in this game, and it drifts too easily, I think, considering the fact that it's a all-wheel drive car. But
I mean, you could canonically they remove that, so it is easier to drift when you do that. But like if it's a stock R32, you can't really drift it that well.
Right. I will say this though, one thing I have learned again about the game is that you don't want to drift all the time. Sometimes it actually docks you for drifting in certain areas where you're supposed to grip. So every corner is actually worth 260 points. So your max potential for each corner is 260 points. So you could actually like add it all up and know exactly how much you're supposed to get from the gallery by the end of the race. So yeah, I don't know. I probably know more about this game now than anybody, and that probably doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people. But I just think I think it's funny because a lot of people look at that game and they think of it as like a minimum viable product, and they think it's like trash.
No,
but
it's just a different game.
So much deeper.
It's mechanic wise. It's a Genki game. You're not gonna master it in your first go.
Yeah, like Shitoku Battle is much more arcadey. Like most people can pick it up and play and drift really easily, and so I think that's attractive to a lot of people that aren't interested in just dumping a bunch of time into the game. But with Initial D, they're like, let's keep this in the theme. Like Takumi had to spend, I don't know, he drove for 5 years in secret before he could get that good. So that's what they're saying. They're like, okay, let's make them work for it.
Not to mention a lot of people are used to the arcade ones, like the Initial D one by Sega. But the thing you just keep in mind that a lot of people don't know that you brought up is that this predates the anime itself. So this is based off it. So that's why there's not a lot of the Eurobeat stuff in it, and there's not a lot
there was no Eurobeat in there, because it didn't exist yet. They hadn't done that, and it's interesting. I do like the Eurobeat mod. I probably talk about this game too much, so I apologize to folks who are tired of hearing.
I'm always down for Initial D talk. I love Initial D. So,
but truth is, I really want the game translated so people can enjoy it on another level. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that done at some point. I'm not giving up. I want to make it happen. It's just a matter of time. He
wants to complete the love for Initial D.
And I mean, at the minimum, I might do like a playthrough with subs so that people have that in the meantime. Because I have translated the whole thing. I just haven't hacked the whole thing, But we'll get there. Yeah. So maybe we should. Dan, you're still there. What have you been doing game wise over the past week? Before we talk news. He's not there. Oh, okay.
He was boarding up his windows.
Hello. Hi. I was.
Hey, Dan.
I am still here, right? Okay. Hello.
You're here.
Yeah, I actually have not gotten to play my Saturn in the last week, sadly. I've been doing homeowner-y things. I took a couple of vacation days on Monday and Tuesday because I didn't have anything to do at work anyway. And on Monday, Bunny and I took down part of an old rotting wooden fence in the backyard, which was arduous. And then Tuesday, I spent the whole day being sore, sitting in a chair. So
sounds like fun. That's a good way to get some anime in.
What?
Good way to get some anime in.
Yeah, I did watch a little anime. Well, I've been watching Andor because they've been releasing like 3 episodes each week of the new season, and each episode is an hour long. So that's like, it's quite a bit of my evening, 3 evenings a week.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to.
It's a good show, though.
I've been trying to get into it. I tried the first season like a few years ago, but I couldn't get into it. Admittedly, I wasn't fully paying attention when I was watching it.
Yeah, you kind of have to lock in with it. It is slow, but like if you stick with it, it does get very good. It's probably the best Star Wars show.
Yeah, no, that's what I've heard from my friend is that he's really good, but I joke with him that I call it Andor because.
Oh boy.
Because like I said, I think it seemed like one of those shows you have to lock into. You can't like half watch it like Kenobi or something like that, or like Ahsoka or Mandalorian. You actually have to pay attention and get into it.
They're doing actual like character work with that show. I mean, don't feel bad. I've heard other people say that. My dad tried to watch Andor and he thought it was boring and gave up on it after an episode. So
yeah, I was like 4 episodes in.
That's me too. I watched about 4 or 5 episodes and I didn't hang with it, but I've heard everybody say it's so good, so I just figured it was a slow burn kind of thing.
It's probably like Severance, where it's like the first couple episodes are like, holy crap, it's slow, but then once you get into it and you understand what's going on, it's like you're good to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of slow, I just finished Goblin Slayer, and that was kind of slow too. The
first season or the second? Oh, I need to watch the second one.
Yeah, I just finished the second season, and I was falling asleep some nights and then having to finish the next night, and just kind of like not really. It's one of those like where I'm forcing myself to do it. But now that I'm done, I'm gonna start watching Dan's favorite anime, which is the Apothecary.
Yeah.
Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, Apothecary Diaries.
I'm going in completely blind, and everybody says it's so good. So yeah,
right,
looking forward to it.
Oh, that reminds me, I started watching Solo Leveling.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, it's a Korean anime, and it's
manhwa. I think technically it is, right?
Yeah, it's manhwa.
Yeah, one thing manhwa. Yeah, the thing I really appreciate about it is that there's not a lot of static scenes. Like, there's a lot of animation, And that's rare these days, because a lot of what was it with Goblin Slayer, even so many scenes where nobody's moving, and I know that's typical, it's a money saver, but with Solo Leveling, I just appreciate the fact that they actually went to the trouble of animating so many frames, so
yeah, I really need to watch Goblin Slayer season 2. I've been so behind. We watched season 1, was it 19 when that first came out? I really watched it and this is really good, and then it nothing happened. It's the same thing with My Hero season 2, between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We watched My Hero years ago, and it's it just came out in 19, and now there's a new season. I'm I forget what had happened in the last season, and that was in 2019. So a lot of these shows need to not have gaps.
Yeah, Dandadan and Solo Leveling were the two shows that had probably the most frames of animation. There's a lot of motion, there's a lot of choreography and stuff like that, which I really appreciate. Maybe not Dandadan is deep. Solo Leveling is not that deep. Dan pointed that out, and I don't disagree. It's kind of it's cheap fun, cheap thrills,
It is.
We got breaking news,
and
by
that's
the
why
way.
I'm looking. And then Apothecary Diaries is
What is our breaking news?
News about Monica no Shiro. I talked with the owner of the game face to face, and he said it's going to be for sale soon. The game's complete, as you know. It's version 1.003.
Okay, how many Shiro dollars is it going to take to grab that game and dump it?
Wait, this is the guy in Japan, right?
Yeah.
The dude that works at a game shop.
I think so,
mostly for
yeah.
PC engine repairs and stuff like that. Sega Retro View. So you talked to him, and they're gonna be selling it. That's awesome.
Yeah, hit me up.
I don't know. Maybe
We'll definitely be interested in buying it if the price isn't astronomically nuts.
that's something we could actually do, a community thing. Like a GoFundMe kind of thing.
Yeah,
and just keep it yeah.
Maybe we could pass the money along, so if he's just selling it in his store, you have to personally be there, then we might need some help with that.
Right.
Right.
Well, Adam Korlick is over there all the time, so maybe he could help.
Yeah, because I just care about dumping the games. So Retro Up, you hit me up, DM me. I don't know if you have us on Discord, but let us know, and then we'll
actually get Adam to go over there. Adam can make a video, and it would help monetize the channel. He could make a video of the Pluto. Bring the Pluto over there and play the game on the Pluto. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
But seriously, I know he's over there often enough that we have feet on the ground that we could do.
Yeah, because
we got to get this dumped.
Yeah, basically what I would do is that we'd go there, we get the game, we dump it, and then we just sell it. We'll put on an eBay auction, we'll donate back to people that gave us money, and that way some collector can have it, and then the game will be out there, because we don't really care about holding on to it and doing the haha, waggling around.
We don't need the trophy. We just want to get it dumped. What we want is someone not to buy it that's going to hold it behind closed bars.
How cool would that be to bring along to the next SHIRO Saturn Lounge at a convention?
Well, yeah, it would. Having
that sounds like a one-way ticket of getting it stolen.
Just having the game playable alone, I think that's a great idea, though. Full disclosure, I think it's a great idea to say, okay, we're doing a big GoFundMe. It's completely transparent. You can literally track it and see everybody's pouring their money into it. We buy the game, dump it, get it on Hidden Palace, right? And then we put it up for auction, and it might not be as worth as much when it's already dumped, but somebody's going to buy it, right? And then we just take that money and just divvy it out evenly to I don't know how you would do it evenly, because you're going to get some people donating more than others.
Well, we could do somewhere where we have them donate, and then we'll have it donate to charity afterwards. We'll find a charity and donate the money or something.
You could do that too. But the point is, we want to get it dumped before somebody gets their hands on it and just seals it.
Well, that, or you just use SHIRO money to buy it, and then when you resell it again, you use that to pretty much pay back the SHIRO funds.
Yeah, we could do that too. But the thing is, I don't know how much he's going to be asking for. It all depends.
It depends.
Because if it's a few hundred, then we could do that. But if it's if it's a couple thousand, I'd have to yank into my retirement fund to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Which I guess I could do. Like I said, I won't mind doing that, if it's necessary. But like I said, I just want the opportunity to know what the cost is and see how we can make this happen, because I'm sure we can get a couple people to kick in some money for it as well.
If we don't, Hard for Games will. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I imagine we could work for them too to do that, and it'd be kind of cool if we could drive over there. It'll be an auction website, so I don't know the price.
We're throwing in for Monica no Shiro, the unreleased but finished Japanese adventure game for the Saturn. Is an adventure
Monica's
game.
Castle. Monica no Shiro. It's like a isometric third person isometric dungeon crawler, like castle exploration.
Okay. Yeah.
With combat and stuff like that. $1.99 budget or buttery. Pizza Hut
Wiener
demo
Bob
discs.
for $1.99.
Thank you, Wiener Bob.
I actually never played them because I had an N64 and Dreamcast, so I never was able to play those because I never had a PS1 growing up.
Pizza Hut demo disc. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it looks like it's an auction site, so he's probably gonna throw that on Yahoo Auctions or something. But yeah, we could put like a maximum bid up.
It would be buttery if I had ever gotten some, but no, I missed that.
So
was that like a kids meal thing?
Should we run our trailer for the?
Yeah, we should.
For the new monthly community challenge.
Yeah, let me do the community music first, though. We have to get the community. But yeah, let us know about the let us know in the chat Retro View when that auction goes up, and we'll take a look at that, and we'll try to get that sorted.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, anyways, we played that. Alrighty. So we're gonna check our first community challenge, which is going to be this. Alrighty, so that is our next community challenge, which is going to be a Jung Rhythm. Jungle Rhythm. Sorry, I keep trying to say Young Money Sui. He's probably really excited that we keep shouting him out every time we mention this game.
Jungle Rhythm. Yeah, it's Jung Rhythm, but it's there's no jungle in the game though, so. And maybe it's just kind of the beats, maybe? Jungle animal. Yeah, I don't know. There's
jungle beats. They do mention that the jungles, like I think during the ballroom dance, they mentioned something about a jungle beat or jungle dance.
What's the deal with ecology in this game? There's like in the intro, it's talking about ecology or.
It's like some weird thing. It's like because it's like a save the world sort of game, I guess. Message behind it, or some dumb. Because like literally the lyrics in the song that one is like we can change the world, we can change everything and stuff like that. It's really funny.
Right.
Also, I realized.
Choking.
Yeah, I realized that, by the way, that I thought it was a choking joke. It's Chord King. That's what his name's supposed to be. Not choking. It's like Chord King, like king of playing chords.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I'm a silly boy.
Coconut Pine.
So yes, players will be competing for the best score across each of the 7 story stages of Jung Rhythm, including the bonus stage. The Superstars category, the highest combined score across all 7 stages, will see not just 1 but 3 winners, each issued color-coded patches, gold, silver, and bronze respectively, which is a first for a SHIRO Community Challenge. We're doing gold, silver, and bronze now. So
that's kind of a cool
if one
thing.
person runs away with all one person runs away with all the categories, it's okay. You can still keep competing for 2nd and 3rd place and still get a cool patch prize from made by Moose Track and designed by Saturn Dave.
Little cool piggy.
Yeah, we did a shirt too, right?
Yeah, let me get the shirt up.
And the shirt isn't a prize. You can just buy this
now.
Right now off of our store.
Yeah,
Can
live.
somebody shoot me the link to that? I actually I have it on my phone, but I have to open Discord, and I can't exactly do that with.
Okay, let me see.
If you get the link and put in the chat, or just send it to me. Put it somewhere.
Store. Let's see. Shop Threadless. I believe
it's on a Threadless store. Actually, I can just go. I'm dumb. I just go with Threadless myself.
You just
Sorry.
use the website.
I'm a little bit. Patrick's a little bit silly.
On our site.
Yeah, Patrick's a bit
you
silly
just
today.
Access it.
Right
there. It is.
She had a cool little Young Rhythm Sui.
You get a young pink.
Jung Rhythm got a bunch of colors. We got the different. Got the smoke. Got some. Is it Hector charcoal? I don't know what that's called.
Like
Light
Heather.
pink. Heather.
Yeah.
I got a.
Now, didn't
purple.
Gregory Rasputin do this design?
Yes.
Okay.
This was Greg's design.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave perfected it and made it really good. Got a cool little pop it up with some saturation and clean up the corners.
Well, I just cleaned it up, and vectorized it. But this was Greg's work. And I think he got the little he got the little pig from like a YouTube video, like a model, like the 3D model, you know?
Yeah.
And then place it in front of the logo and everything. It was a really good idea. So no, it looks solid. It's a solid design, solid shirt. And you could like wear it and some people wouldn't know what it was, but it still looks cool.
It's aesthetically cool. Like if you just wear it
it's
out.
a conversation starter. You can be like, hey, it's Jung Rhythm.
And you can
there you go.
you can buy it here, put in the chat. We look to the purple one, but you can select any one you want.
You know what's funny though? When I set up that listing, I didn't even, the pricing was done automatically. So I don't know if it's like the default $1 above cost or if it's a lot more. I might need to go in there and edit that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, like I said, it's
because I didn't know I didn't know that we were putting it up for sale for public. I thought we were just doing one so that we could order it as a sample for like a prize. So I misunderstood.
No, it's a good. I figured it's kind of cool. So that way people that want to participate can get a shirt and it commemorates it.
Well, yeah. We might be able to make it cheaper, is what I'm saying. If I go in and edit the pricing. But yeah,
okay. So I wanted to mention that there's also a separate emulation category for the community challenge, just like we had a couple months ago for Hang On. It's called the Vanilla Bot category, and the prize will be awarded for the highest combined score for all stages, including the bonus stage. And you can use any software emulator or your Mr. FPGA to participate in that category, but you have to not own real Saturn hardware, or I guess at least not participate in the real Saturn hardware categories. You can't double dip if you go with the emulator.
Can't double
category.
dime dip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you just have a Mister, by all means, please participate and give Jung Rhythm a shot. Also, you can use either the Japanese original or the English patch versions of Jung Rhythm, because of course Derek A-Team and friends translated this about a year ago. Mm-hmm. Put out a patch, so pretty good. So rules: no cheating. You have to use an NFC 60 hertz only. Because I mean, if you do the 50 hertz, you're not going to win. You're putting yourself at a deficit, at a
disadvantage, right?
So, disadvantage rather. Yeah. Photographic evidence of your times and scores is mandatory. Post them to the SHIRO Community Challenge channel in the SHIRO Discord server, and also we've got a link to a Google form that we're maintaining that you can submit your times there too. Doing that helps to kind of like keep it all straight. Sega RPG fan makes that form that helps him to create leaderboards. So that's the point of the Google form. What's that, Dave?
Well, I was just reading on GameFAQs to see if there were any cheats. Which it doesn't look like there are, but there is a bonus stage. If you score over 465 on stage 6, you unlock a bonus stage and unlock a bonus video with the true ending of the game. Are we going to have like a
stage is a separate category? It's the Savant category.
Okay.
And if you are doing the emulation Vanilla Bot category, you have to. You are submitting your combined highest score for all 6 stages plus the bonus stage. You have to do all 7. So you're gonna have to get good at this game so you can unlock the bonus
Get
stage.
the Jung rhythm in you.
Yeah,
Pat,
and the
you
superstars category for where you get top 3 get gold, silver, or bronze patches. That is your highest combined score for all stages, including the bonus stage.
What did you say, Dave?
Oh, I just know you streamed this game when it got the translation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were saying that like there's a little bit of latency, like even when you're hardwired, like it just feels a little different than like Parappa or something like that, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of like there's not a lot of like what's it called, like room for error, like a lot of rhythm games where it's like you hit it but not quite, so it's like a boo, like an okay thing. It's like you hit it or you don't. That's it.
Right.
So if you don't hit it,
people are really gonna have to. They're gonna have to lock in.
The thing is that it's not like something that you can't master. Like I did not play the game past that stream I did, like, and I beat the game to the end, like the end of the stream. I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes. I took to be able to beat it and stuff like that. So it's beatable. Like you can. That's what I like about it. It's easy enough to beat once you get it down. The thing is that it might be a challenge if you have something like a upscaler, like a RetroTink, or something of that nature. You probably want to play it on a CRT. If you can.
Yeah, Moose Track mentions that the game fact here. Gregory posted the game fact on the bottom of this article. So by Ashley J in 2001.
There is also a speed run category for this game where your fastest time to see the credits roll. You do need to shoot a video of yourself doing your whole playthrough to verify it, but yeah, so you can definitely try to speed run your way through this too.
Is one of the, like, do people need to post to speedrun.com? Like, is that like a part of this, or is it just okay?
You're encouraged to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Give people an extra excuse to play that English translation.
Exactly. I definitely think I don't know what I'm gonna stream after the show, but I think I might stream some of this and try it again. Get the rust off.
Nice.
Just because I like this game a lot. It actually is a lot of fun. I love the soundtrack of it. I just wish there was a version of the soundtrack that has like her talking in it, because if you actually pull the soundtrack a lot, there's a lot of dead silence where it's like you're supposed to like put the controller like inputs in. Because the thing is that it's not baked into the game itself. The sounds are like, I think Derek is describing it. I might be wrong. Quote me from you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like it uses songs to the PCM itself or something like that. So the sounds are all generated like her singing. So if you pull the soundtrack, what?
Right.
Like sound effects essentially.
Yeah. So the only way to actually get the actual way the songs are supposed to sound is actually pulling a Let's Play of it off YouTube and getting the like a one for like if they played it perfectly and using that, because it's not if you don't. It just sounds really weird. Like there's a lot of like in the middle of songs like a bunch of like instrumentals where someone's supposed to be singing. On the bright side though, if you want to sing along with it, you can. Like I did that with the Chorking song. I'll be like do 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 do. Like,
there's no like demo mode where it'll play the game perfectly.
I don't think so. Like I haven't played around with it, but like I said, it's kind of a bummer.
I wonder what sample library it uses, because I know like Knights used the what was it? Now I'm forgetting that special sample library. It's not coming to my head right now, but anyway, yeah, so Knights used like a special sample library, and this some games would just like default to like the standard like Saturn sound library, and some would use the use like a third party, but that's interesting. I know mod players, if you download the soundtrack of some of those, you can play them on a mod player, but like you said, if it requires somebody to actually perform the game perfectly, then that might never exist.
I think it might be similar with Parappa the Rapper, where it's like it like used the sample. So I actually I don't know in Parappa's case because I don't dig around with it. But
with Parappa, I think they released those tracks
with the actual him talking
in some form. Yeah, in some form, like on CD or something like that at some point. But yeah, no, that's crazy. That you guys know of? Is there any other rhythm game on Saturn? None that I can think of, but the
little mini game that's in Namie Amuro's Dance Mix Volume 1.
Right, is the closest thing. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But this is like the only thing that I can think of that's like Jammer Lammy or
no bad
Parappa
slow coin. You're not supposed to mention that game.
Mr. Bones, yeah. Nope. Mr. Bones has some some rhythm stuff in it, yeah.
I mean, if by rhythm you mean pain, then yes, there's a lot of rhythm in that game.
Rhythm and blues, mostly blues.
Pain and just pain.
Should we move on?
Yeah, should we move on?
Sure, definitely. So that's going on right now. Has anybody posted anything? It's like it's May, so it's not gonna be May. It
started yesterday.
Started yesterday, so you guys can get out there and start playing.
Apparently, there's a leader. They posted the leaderboard up, so there's people who've been playing it. I think.
Nice. There's that AM2 game. What's it called, Bo?
It's called AM2, the game.
Yeah,
that's the Namie Amaro's.
Right, exactly. Digital Dance Mix is what we were kind of talking about. I would say that counts.
Yeah, and that's only like a part of it. It has like a few mini games, and one of them is like a rhythm game.
It's no bust a groove, that's for sure.
One of the best looking games on the Saturn. Funny enough. Next up, make movies on your Saturn with Sega Film?
Yes. Yeah, Shadow Master is just up for us. So thank you.
I was playing Joker's next.
Nice.
Unless my thing's glitching up on me. Did we jump to it? We jumped to it. Yeah, we jumped to it. My bad.
Wait a second.
No, I jumped to it.
You jumped to that. Okay, so make movies for your Saturn with Sega Film Tools 3.0.1 Cinepack. Oh, and Cinepack Movie Disc 1.0.
Yep, two separate tools that kind of work together.
This year we saw 2 submissions from Trekkies to the Sega Extreme Sega Saturn 30th Anniversary Game Competition. First was an update to Sega Film Tools, which released version 3.0.0 last May. The update merged the Mac-only Movie to Saturn tool with Film Tools 2.0 for Windows. Version 3.0.1 then fixed some of the minor bugs before being submitted to the competition. This means that the encoding pipeline can now be managed in Windows, providing an easier road for homebrew developers and retro video files with an interest in Saturn. There's no longer a need to transfer files between Windows and Mac OS to make videos that can play on Saturn. Film Tools is a welcome upgrade for Saturn video enthusiasts, but what's that, you ask? You've made some video clips but don't know how to get them to play back on your console? Well, the help has arrived. Now you can use Cinepack Movie Disc 1.0, the other video tool submitted to this year's competition, to do just that. CMD 1.0 builds on the Cinepack Test Player released last March. While Cinepack Test Player was strictly a video player, CMD 1.0 is meant to operate like a poor man's DVD video CD, with added support for custom title screens with sound. With such a great start, the project seems sure to continue to grow. Might more DVD features like menu navigation and customizable settings be in our future? Who knows? I don't know, maybe. He's like, programming kind of like a title screen, just like a game title screen, to like click a button and be able to start different videos on a menu. The demo features a clip from Carnival Phantasm.
Something to do with Melty Blood, because I think that cat lady's from the Melty Blood series. From Melty Blood?
Oh, okay.
The little cat, the famous meme cat. She's in the fighting game Melty Blood. Both those versions. I think she's the main fighter, but there's like a Neon version, or a Goblin version or something like that. If anybody knows that, let me know. I don't play Multi Blood because I don't want to play fighting games in my bathroom on a laptop.
Aren't all these characters from Fate, the Fate series?
Is that a thing? Is Multi Blood a Fate fighting game? Somebody that knows games better than I do.
I don't know the answer to.
Yeah, but anyways, we'll save that for later. I just thought it was interesting. So
yeah, be sure to read through a detailed list of formatting requirements on the Sega Extreme resource page so that your new media is Saturn friendly. You may also want the reference article, create your own Saturn video discs, tools and tutorial for help with video processing. In general, audio should be uncompressed. It gets into the weeds here on stuff like, it has to be A format, video should be Cinepack encoded QuickTime movie, and the title screen graphics should be 24-bit bitmap. But I mean, as Shadow has showed us, like the application for this there's a lot of different applications. I mean, you can take your favorite anime and put it on your Saturn without necessarily having to buy the video CD card. Sega guys, if they're still here and listening, I mean, they could put some of their content on the Saturn and play it back on the Saturn. You could have like a Inception. They could do some kind of Inception thing with their videos, where they have a scene
do a
where
video
they're
talking about it,
their own thing, playing on the Saturn. But I mean, if you have video and you want to put it on the Saturn, now you can do that, right? So I mean, you could even technically put out like a video demo CD of like different software. Kind of the way that PlayStation, they would with the PlayStation demo discs and have like video and stuff.
I like this lane. Someone mentioned lane in the chat. It's happy.
Trekkie, since you're in the chat, remind me how many minutes should somebody expect to be able to fit video wise on this disc? I know he mentioned that before, but I just can't remember if it was like 45 minutes or something like that. You can also check out this community project that was made with a beta version of the tool. You click on that link in the article and it links to a community project, which is, what was it? Pandemonium Reviews.
High velocity, hot chocolate, high velocity.
So yeah, basically Shadowmask put that video as a two-parter. The Toge King, the spirits, put that as a two-parter that you can download and put on your ODE or burn to discs, if you will. 700 megabytes is a hard limit.
Trekkie said on a real disc about 45 minutes, on Stage Gator about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. So like double so if you're burning to a real disc, 45 minutes, which is more than enough for like an anime, a couple episodes of an anime.
Maybe a few hentai films if you really want to as well, fit that on there.
Yeah, and if it's got the
I like how it took you a little bit.
Since it's got that, because I was thinking about what I was trying to say too.
You're thinking about what hentai you would put on your station.
That's funny. What hentai? No, seriously.
Love Blue Girl is my first go-to.
With the menus though, that's cool. You could take like the first season of Initial D. I'll keep it clean. Okay, something like that.
First season of Love Blue Girls.
Make your own Saturn, make your own little DVD case, just be creative. But now you can get video on Saturn without necessarily needing the video CD card. And the Cinepack is just about as good as Cinepack has ever looked on the Saturn. I will say that.
Cinepack. I'm just joking. But no, now I'm worried Trekkie's for Christmas is going to get me like La Blue Girl instead of like a Christmas movie. I'll think it's like a Christmas movie. All of a sudden it's like, oh, great, I have hentai on my screen.
Yeah, so I mean, and this is something that Trekkies has been messing around with for years. So I mean, like I say, when I say it's as good as it gets, it's better than they were able to get it back then. Like better than anybody in the industry was able to.
Yeah, Trekkies is a god.
Than anyone was able to squeeze out of Cinepack back then. So it comes very close to video CD, which is saying something. Next. You want to take the next one, Pat? Under the microscope, KF Flying Squadron.
I like how Moss Trekkies always says, well, again, I just read the manual.
Right.
It's like, well, no. Honestly, I think it's more. You got to give yourself some more credit there, Trekkies. Like you're pretty good at this.
That's classic Trekkies. But I mean, and he said that many times. If only reading the manual worked for all of us, right?
Yeah. If only RTFM was the correct response and it would solve everything for our problems, life would be much easier.
Still, thank you, Trekkies, for reading the manual.
Yes, thank you for reading the manual.
Yeah, KO Flying Squadron. Bo,
this one's really good.
Put this up.
So yeah,
love this game. Finally, it's a good game with debugging and cheats. Cool features.
Yeah, you gotta. I wonder if you could do the demo thing too and just mess up the demo of it, like they originally did, where they put the full game on the demo disc. No, so this one's gonna talk about a cool demo mode. Has a stage select, hitbox, display a higher jump, and more. Claims you to have stayed secret for 29 years. So I guess RIP to people that had a demo disc. You enter this code right here, right. I'm not gonna read it. Just it's right there. I guess for people listening, right, X, left, Y, up, Z, R, L. So I forget people listen to that. So
that's true.
Podcasters, thank you. Podcast listeners, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting people listen. So basically, this is big of a zag. This game originally was a goofy shoot 'em up game. Like it was really great. I have one of my favorite Sega CD games. That's just $1,500. Not that pricey at all. Play it probably up to 2,000 at this point. So yeah, they did a sequel on the Saturn where they released it in Japan and Europe only. So there actually is an English dub of it, but only in Europe because the United States is not cool enough to get bunny girls flying on dragons or rock with hammers. Apparently that's a cardinal sin in the United States. So we do not get this game.
2 is one of the many perks of PAL gaming.
So be thankful you guys got two great games, got Deep Fear and KO Flying Squadron. So congratulations. I think this actually is optimized. So if you play it on a US Saturn in English, it actually is pretty good.
They also got Riven and Discworld, and they got a lot more than just.
King of Fighters 95.
I mean, there's only there's only two good games I could think of.
Okay, all right, fair. Okay, all right.
I mean, I guess maybe Riven probably would be good, but I don't play those type of games. So
there's nothing better than Swagman. It's the greatest.
Swagman, yeah, Swagman.
I remember I played it for the first time, and like I guess Peter and Kay were hyping it up, and I was like, this game is garbage, and Kay's like, oh well, that's not surprising.
Jeez.
Yeah, they hyped it up way too much. Game's no good. No, it's decent.
Well, to each their own. But I mean, I guess that's true of all the other games Bo's covered. Some folks might really like Iron Man or Man of War, whatever. But yeah, no, I was excited about this one because I do love KO. And it's crazy to think that code has gone 29 years without being discovered.
Yeah, a lot of those codes
a lot of codes that have gone undiscovered for 27 years. It's wild.
Well, yeah, at least in terms of like not being documented anywhere online. Somebody in some corner of the world might know, but they haven't shared it online. That's for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't widely known.
Well,
I wonder if this is more because like looking into the thing, it's a little bit deeper. It says the debug menu like gets down to the metal in some areas where it's like after you enter the code, you start the game, you see a lot of debug messages. So there's a lot of like. Debug messages that appear all over the place, and once you have control of the game, you can press R to toggle the debug display, press left to bring up the stage select menu with the display on, press left to start over at stage 1-1. So don't hit, whatever you do, don't hit the L button, don't accidentally hit that or else you're screwed. Press A to toggle enhanced jumping, B to toggle invincibility, C to lose a life instantly. Like I said, some of these codes are very not useful. They're very unuseful and very like deadly, but it's mostly made for debugging. So like the lose life instantly is probably just to like be able to, if you get like soft locked, you won't be able to be stuck anywhere. And then the start over at stage 1 probably just like can debug stuff all over again or start from the beginning if you want to jump. Right. So this is a very not friendly like a not user friendly debug menu. It's more just like for the nitty gritty debuggers and testers. So I can see why. This never came out in the wild,
Right. I don't know if you can relate to this or if you're familiar with this, but like when it comes to like action replay codes or Game Shark codes, there's like a lot of different sites, online forums and sites that claim to have collections of those codes. But on any given game, like if it's Resident Evil or whatever have you, one site might have, a certain list of codes, and another site might have close to the same list, but they might have another one that the other site doesn't have. I guess what I'm getting at is I find that there's not a lot of consistency online over the past like 30 years with like different sites having different codes listed for games. And I'm not sure if there is a like definitive list of action replay codes out there. But I mean, Bo is definitely, adding to that for sure. You know what I mean, Dan? Like how,
yeah.
Have you ever noticed that it's like, yeah, you can't, sometimes it's hard to get you know, like there are some niche Sega Rally codes that exist on certain sites or lists, and then they just aren't there on others. Same with Shining Force 3 and stuff.
Yeah, Bo has discussed this before in some of his articles, some of his Under the Microscope articles, where he'll say, you know, there's different sites have mentioned different codes. So here, I'm going to compile all of them in this article, and then he'll just list everything. So, you know, somebody will say this stuff was known, but it was scattered all over. So here, let's just put it all in one place, which is great. It's one of the awesome things about his, you know, his series is just kind of like getting all these secrets together.
Exactly, compiling them into, you know, like a definitive list. Then, and then, man, and I've said this before, but if the guys at what is it, Cafe Alpha's team and everything on with the pseudo stuff, like if they can add, because I know a lot of those action replays you can add the codes yourself, but like beyond that, there hasn't been like a firmware that's like has all of these updated codes. I wonder, since they're actually releasing new versions of Pseudo Saturn and the action replay codes, I'm wondering if they're adding all of this stuff to those lists. I think it would be great if they did. You know, Private Eye, if you're listening.
Private Eye. But yeah,
give a good word.
Essentially, the rest of the article goes into the technical details of how he found the code and the pseudocode that he placed digging into it. So it just goes into all the codes and the mapping and the stuff for that. So if you guys want to read more into it and get more in the technical detail, you can. But yeah, this is really cool. Thank you again, Bo, for finding this code. I absolutely love KO Flying Squadron. So thank you for making that a focus. And I'm excited to see what your next venture is going to be game-wise.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, next,
so go check out Bo's. Just a reminder for folks to go check out his Rings of Saturn blog. There's a lot of other stuff on there too.
Check out Bo the Bro.
More than just yeah.
Whoa, 69 watchers, nice. I think that's.
Is that what you're seeing? I'm only seeing 26. So like maybe my thing's broken.
You need to reset because I'm seeing 68, homie.
I see 68.
Okay. I just hit all messages, and then all of a sudden it changed to 68. That's crazy.
We should. This is how it should be every week. People like seeing you better than me, Dave.
No,
I'll just be on audio.
No,
you got to be here every week.
You're the cool guy.
Get your son his driver's license. Maybe a little early, maybe a little illegal, but then he
I'll just have him do the taco meat. He can deliver the tofu at 3 a.m.
And then he has his own anime based off him. Oh, hey, Aerial Ace is here. Hey, Aerial Ace.
Planet Joker. Not so this is one of those worst of Saturn. We don't have a worst of Saturn, but we really should.
Something of Saturn.
I think we should name it #Shitty Saturn.
Game of Saturn.
It just hashtag it's a game on Sega Saturn.
Hashtag minimum viable product.
Hashtag Oh, that'd be funny. Hashtag Saturn MVP.
Saturn MVP, right?
And this with a question mark.
Like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, now a lot of people like Death Crimson, right? Because it's so bad it's good. Is this one of those games that's so bad it's good, or is it just, does it go all the way back around to being bad?
I think it's so bad it's shit.
Okay.
I like the Sega Saturn shito.
Some of the screenshots here, though, it's like it's got some good artwork. There's some good drawing here. There's some good modeling. So it's got that going for it. It's just when you actually play it.
It's got a lot. It's got a lot of potential. Like it has a Batsu gun, like in Radiant Silgun feel, but it's not good like those games are.
Picks up Poppy. Like Haas Machine says, it just looks bad. I don't know. Maybe that's more of a like it looks bad in motion. Ironically, Noxit Soft they're the company that I was talking about that made like one of the best shooters ever on the NES, Summer Carnival Rekka. And it really is a phenomenal shooter on the NES.
Well, maybe they put their B team on Planet Joker here.
On Planet Joker.
Well, they just couldn't adapt to 2D.
Right? Yeah. Crazy.
So yeah, so in early 1997, Imp produced and Naxit Soft released the polygonal vertical scrolling shmup Planet Joker. Wow, that was a mouthful. Players take control of a flying mech and proceed to bomb, blast, and otherwise destroy their way through 7 levels of enemy hordes. An unknown army has occupied Tokyo, and it's up to you to suppress them. Uneven gameplay, inelegant visuals, and rough controls firmly places in the lowest tier of Saturn shmups, although its presentation is pretty nice. Like, this looks like some early N64 garb, Monzo. Not very good. But the anime cutscenes I'm all for. I'm a sucker for anime. You give me a cell-looking anime art, and I'm gonna be drooling for it, so...
Well, that's the thing is like the cover, the album cover, not the album cover,
Planet
game,
Joker.
Yeah, the jewel case cover and everything looks cool, and like you would totally pick this up and think, oh, awesome, I'll add this to my collection, you know. So I mean, that's the thing. There's some effort. Some effort was made. It's just not in the right place.
Something didn't come together.
Yeah,
It was an attempt.
Sadly.
But yeah, would I recommend playing it? Probably not. Would I recommend trying it out? Maybe.
Sure, why not? Every Saturn game is worth giving a spin.
Oh, so according to Sega Retro, it says Naxxitsoft was the publisher and that Imp was the developer. So maybe it wasn't Naxxitsoft, like, you know, not because like I said, Naxxitsoft knew how to make a good shooter. Maybe I don't know. That's weird. Interestingly, it supports the shuttle mouse and the 3D control pad.
Somebody said, Pat, play this as the game at the end of the stream. You know, that would be a bad idea.
You should, just to show people like how garbage it is. Yoyogi Animation Gakuin is the company that did the animation.
Yeah, let me just dig into my my closet of Saturn stuff and pull it out. You know, my legit discs.
You definitely have all 1,100 games.
I do.
Type.
I do.
Download.
Yeah, no, that was me. That was me looking through the archive, like matrixing the walls to make the copy of the game fall out of the walls.
The archives.
The parchives, if you will.
Nice.
Although I might need to start if depending on the lawsuit with the Internet Archive, I might actually have to do that.
Yeah. So while you're rifling through the parchives,
I got
would
it.
you like me to talk
I found an archive. What's up?
Okay. Would you like me to talk about satiator firmware fixing
Sure.
an audio issue?
Finally, this is about time. This has been like the dread of me, like doing streams because I had to downgrade for it.
It has been like 8 months that this has been a problem with the previous firmware. So yeah, the developer Satiator, the Satiator ODE released a new firmware Saturday that fixes crackling Redbook audio heard in some games. The problem cropped up with the previous firmware 161, which was released last September. Professor Abrasive advised his customers to use firmware 160 in the meantime, which didn't exhibit the issue. Latest firmware can be downloaded from the official Satiator website. Early reports seem positive, as one person named Alusten on the Satiator's official Discord server said, had audio crackling on Grandia, tested with the new firmware, and no more crackling. Thanks. Another user named 1,000,000Zenny said, so far so good with this new firmware. Been maybe like 8 hours of play and no audio crackling since. Yeah, those are a couple of people. We've Haas Machine also beta tested this before Professor Abrasive said, okay, this is the next official firmware and put it out over the weekend. So, yeah, I don't know a whole lot to this story, partially because I slapped it together real quick right before the show. But I mean, there just wasn't much to say. You know, he finally fixed the audio issue. I'm actually not sure what he found to be the issue that he had to solve, but thankfully he found whatever the problem was. I believe there are still a few games with outstanding issues, like Time Gal and Ninja Hayate have some kind of an issue. So he is going to be looking at those next, just kind of like nailing down those last little outside cases.
Right.
Well, I'm happy you fixed that. Like, this is a big issue for a while. Like, this has gone for a couple of years now, where it's like I had to use an older firmware because I would just be like playing a game and everyone's like, "What's that crackling noise?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then it's like, "Well, here it starts up again." So, unfortunately, for a while I had to do that, but I'm glad that now that it's been sorted, I can actually use the new firmware now and upgrade it.
Yeah. Now he another thing he's looking at. I could probably add this to the story. Another thing he's looking at is the occasional problem, which is Professor Bracewell has noticed himself, where when you first boot up your Saturn with the satiator in it, it will just like not hook in and go to the satiator menu. It'll just kind of like stay at the Saturn's multiplayer menu, and it'll say like, no disk or disk.
Oh yeah, that
unsuitable
happens to me
system or something
sometimes.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it happens to me too. It is very annoying. And I mean, you just have to like get up, turn your Saturn off, and turn it back on, and then it like always works after that. Like it doesn't really like keep being a problem. It's just like an occasional, you haven't turned your Saturn on in a minute, you turn it on, and the satiator just does not hook in.
Does he explain why that is? Why that happens?
No, because he doesn't know why.
Oh,
he doesn't know why.
Okay.
So he's trying to figure out if it's a problem with specific SD cards or a problem with the satiator itself. Like he does have like a testing firmware out now that people are checking out, where it will change the color of the LED if it has failed to read the SD card correctly. So people can see if, okay, when this error happens, is it changing to red back there to say it cannot read the SD card? Or is it still green? It was able to read the SD card and just something else happened that kept it from switching over to the satiator.
I got you.
I believe the initial tests show that it is still happening with the SD card being read, so it's something else. So yeah, he's really stumped because it is so infrequent. It's not like something that always happens. It's not easily reproducible, which makes it extra hard to remedy. So hopefully you can figure it out, because that is one of those just like niggling issues. It doesn't totally hamper your ability to play games on a satiator, but it is a little issue, that's kind of annoying that pops up that, shouldn't. So,
hey, real quick, I want to say, well, are you done talking about that? Because I don't want to cut you off, but I wanted to jump. I just wanted to jump back to Planet Joker real quick, because I was reading the Sega Retro article, and whoever wrote the Planet Joker article for Sega Retro obviously likes this game or has some personal stake, because not only is the article much more fleshed out than the typical article on Sega Retro, like with tons of screenshots and like a full like item listing and stuff like that. Like the person they've gone to it, and then they write a little thing at the bottom which is not really impartial, like wiki material. It's like reception. Planet Joker is mostly noticeable today for its status as one of the worst shoot 'em up games released for the Sega Saturn, while in reality this title is mostly undeserved.
Wow. Somebody really has a little bit of bias there.
The game is generally known for its poor first impression, particularly in regard to the significantly visible amount of analog rainbow banding. When played through a composite video connection, a large number of Planet Joker's on-screen effects are unintentionally colored with a rainbow pattern by the television set. I'm just like, okay, that's kind of a random little tidbit. There's a lot of other stuff here too. There's like so much more collateral in this article than I'm used to out of a typical Sega Retro article. So this guy should write more about other games too. Because sometimes you go there on certain Japanese games and it's just like one sentence, nothing. Crickets.
You'll call something a simulation game. Like, well, what is it simulating? Well, that could mean anything. It could be a strategy game. It could be a dating sim.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He just likes his anime waifus. I imagine if you go over to all the dating sims and stuff, it's probably like 25 like pages of content.
No, that's the thing. All the dating sims on Sega Retro have nothing. They just have one sentence.
That's weird.
Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he knows something we don't.
We'll find out shortly.
Here I am. I keep drumming on about Initial D, how it's so much better than people give it credit for. But I mean, I think this just stream it and show us.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
I will say that they hired a good artist. It has a lot of good art. And you know what? The models, a lot of these all these machine that you can select from, while they do seem incredibly derivative of Virtual On, like these mechs. They all look like something you would select out of Virtual On. It's still cool that, you know, somebody. So obviously, like when it comes to like art direction and stuff like that, they had some firepower here. But I guess like when it came to the nuts and bolts of making the game work, that's where the bolts came loose.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's just not nuts. It's just bolts. I guess, I don't know.
But yeah, so I got to go download that new Satiator firmware, because that actually I've been waiting. I've been waiting with the old firmware and just been like, okay, well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But it sounds like it's been fixed, so that's good.
That's good to hear, though. So yeah, no, let's
You want me to read off the patrons?
Yeah, no, let's.
Are we at that point?
Yeah, we probably should do the jingle in case I forget it. So, the Patreon re-jingle. Alrighty, yep, you can go.
Okay.
Get off those Patreones.
Yeah, so thanks to all of our patrons. If you support us at any level, we appreciate you. One fun thing that we do is on the show is we read off your name if you are a $10 and up patron. And we've got a Murder of Crows, Cerulean, Chris Piper, Daniel Fredrickson, Derek Pascarella, A-Team, Emerald Nova, Evo 42, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Gem Clash or Rank, Johannes Fetz, Lion Wing Publishing, Memphis, Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Orlando Guy, no relation to Normal Guy, Paul Bort, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinked, Sega Steve, Stone Man, who was in the chat here a little bit ago. Shouts Stone Man. And we've got the Sega guys, of course, our Sega buddies, and Young Money Sui, or Jung Rhythm Sui, if you like. Those are all our $10 and up patrons. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping out with the finances. We appreciate it. And I mean, if you can't afford to contribute anything financially, that's totally cool. Like I always say, just join our community and get involved in one way or another. A lot of folks give of their time. They volunteer. They help out with the community challenge, or they help provide tech support, or they're working on translations, doing patches, that kind of thing. So
you can just join our Discord and like contribute.
Yeah, and or just be a part of the conversation, because that's what helps. You know, that's what helps enrich the whole experience for other folks. You know, and
keep the community alive.
Keep the community alive.
Keep it live.
All the Saturn fans need to come out of the woodwork and join up on SHIRO's Discord, and then we'll have a big party.
Party hardy.
So don't go anywhere though, everybody, because Pat is going to stream a game here.
You're gonna play some Planet Joker.
How long are you going? Just for reference, are you going
probably
for
till about 5 o'clock?
Till about 5? Okay.
5 o'clock. Maybe
that's
later,
probably
we'll
more
see.
Planet Joker than you really even need to play, but
we'll see. We'll see if we need to hop over to Young Money Sui, Young Rhythm Sui.
All right. So I guess we'll roll credits then. This has been Saturn Dave and Trainico and Dan-Thrax. Wishing you a happy Friday and reminding you must play. I'm well out of it.
You must play Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
Sega.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody. Of cost. There's a place nearby that's really good, maybe like $12 large pizzas. Good. So
our credits, we should add Gregory and Double Dime as writers or something.
I added them to the credits in the SHIRO thing.
Oh,
I don't have them in the writers, but they're in the SHIRO credits.
Oh, they are?
Okay, yeah, cool, yeah. Right, because there's like the show creators, and then there's the credits for just SHIROs in general.
Yeah, I can add them for writers. Yeah, I can add them for the writer section.
Okay. Yeah, they do write too.
Yeah.
We do that.
All right, I'm gonna go shopping, and I will see you, Pat. Have fun with Planet Joker.
I shall. I'll be doing some Jorkin, playing Joker, and that sounded really bad.
Always does.
Always does.
Talk to you later.
All right, see you later. All right. So welcome everyone. We are playing some Planet Joker or Planet Joker if you're not me. This is a shoot 'em up that is okay. It's an okay shoot 'em up. It doesn't have a really good reputation, but we're gonna see if it actually is bad or is good. So we'll see for ourselves. Oh, there we go. Thought that froze for a second. We will see for ourselves if it's good or bad. Joker, not jerker. Joke on the stream, Pat. Joke it on stream. I'm not gonna joke it on stream. The joke's lefty jerker, I think it's called. Alrighty, Knack Software. Let's see. See if we got some good game. Just got bad game. We shall find out ourselves. Alrighty. Little open crits. 2039. Wow, that year hasn't happened yet. Usually I'm used to these games and it's like the far off year of 2015 or the far off year of 2020, and it's like 2039, so it hasn't happened yet. So we'll have to come back. Actually, let me set a reminder on my phone. Give me a second. I'll do this. Set a reminder for January 1st, 2039 to play Planet Joker. Alrighty, we got a reminder. Play Planet Joker on 1139. So, 2039, we will be playing Planet Joker. Siri has made it so. I have no idea what he's saying. It's probably something about the robot being epic and cool. Or like the last fight for humanity. Okay, anime girl, I like it so far. Can't go wrong with that. The Institute and Robot Suit, just saying. Alright, awesome anime action. Rrr. Yeah, climb on that robot. Wow, this... The compression is pretty bad. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, the compression is pretty bad. Like, Trekkies, we need to get you to help these guys out and make the compression not garbage. Is there any way we can make that?
They not have a Trekkies on the team.
They have a, they had a Star Wars fan, that's why it's so bad. Just like all the other fans of Star Wars. Complete offense Star Wars fans in the chat. If you're a Star Wars fan, that is a call out to you. Baiting Star Wars fans, it's a trap. At least the song is pretty good. Boo doo boo boo doo boo doo boo boop. Bulk Slash looks different than I remembered. That's funny. Yeah, we're playing Planet Bulk Slash apparently. Alrighty, let's. After that rockin' anime intro, let's see what pleasures Planet Joker leaves up for us, or is it just gonna joke us, or the joke's just gonna be on us? Okay, well, this menu already is kind of weird. I hit up and it goes down, and I hit down and it goes up. So already off to a not good start. Already off to a not good start so far. Game rank, let's do normal. Continue, we'll do 9 because I suck. Audio, stereo. Okay, there we go. Oh, what was that? The little thing, hold on. Let's see. I generally prefer Star Trek or Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is the objectively best Star Trek series. I know people will disagree and say Next Generation or Voyager. Well, they're or TOS, but they're just wrong. It's DS9. DS9 was the correct answer for that. All right, let's play a normal game. Alrighty, what machine should we pick? The spinning box one? The Grever? Or Banger? Oh, we have more options. Opinel? Let's see. Almar. Fully not recolors. Actually, they kind of look like we have a lot of options. Holy crap, 7 chips. That's pretty good. Maybe if they had 3 of them and put the time into the game to make it good, it would be good. Let's just do the basic one, just because, you know, let's try basic right now. The all-arounder. Oh, defense is misspelled? I didn't even see that. That's actually really funny. I don't like the way that they cut off her face. It looks very, very risque, is all I'm saying. Yeah, alright, that's pretty funny. Alright, let's go. Planet, joke, or ship. Okay, I'm spinning. Okay. Like there's a lot of things here. Like there's a lot of ideas that they tried. Like, but it seems like this was just rushed out. Like, it would have been cool if this was like a hologram thing, like a little hologram effect over the image. But it's just like PNGs popping up with mouths like talking. Why are the legs separated like that? Just doing those splits, I guess. If anybody knows what it says, let me know. I don't. Okay, we got 2 waifus. We got a dude that looks like the dude from Evangelion. Wow, 3 waifus. Wow, we're getting a lot of them today. A lot of diversity going on too, so very happy about that. Planet Joker, if you say anything that Path's the best game I've ever seen. Yeah, it's just amazing so far. I love it.
Planet Waifu.
Planet Waifu, yeah, exactly. See? Like, we're getting somewhere. We're getting some culture. Like, trust me, we're gonna hype this up. This is gonna be the next fan translation that Dan Thrax is gonna do. Right, Dan Thrax? Like, your team's gonna come back together and you're just gonna do Planet Joker, right?
Absolutely. This is the announcement right now.
Yep, the announcement. Alright, guys, fan translation coming out next week. Get to work, Dan. Got a lot of work to do.
Gotta make it in time for the Saturn's 30th anniversary.
Exactly.
In North America.
Oh, God.
From this Sunday.
Wow. Okay, I can see. Okay, I can't shoot the ship on the left. Oh, I have to. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay, I can see. I can see where the issues lie. This gun kind of sucks. I do like some of these effects though.
It just looks like a lovely 3-dimensional shmup on the Saturn.
This is rough. Oh, that was an upgrade. So there's a game that was on the... I don't know if anybody remembers it. There's an N64 game. It's called Power Rangers, I think Time Force Rescue or something on the N64. It kind of reminds me of this graphically wise. So if you look up that game, it's pretty bad. Like, really bad. But, okay, now I have a laser that's even worse. Okay, Dan, you know what? I'm gonna have your team cancel this game, fan translation. Sorry, guys. I've made the executive decision as the team lead on the project that it is canceled. We are not doing that anymore, so... okay, I guess I'm back to the really bad shoot-up gun.
2 minutes of work wasted, thanks.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dan. You can probably recoup your time somewhere else, you know, maybe use it for another fan translation project I announce. That's cool, you just hold this down, it's like a shield thing, that's neat. It pretty much is a cousin game. The Power Rangers game, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. How many Planet Joker waifus does Danthrax have coming in the mail for next week's show? Hopefully all of them. Wait, did I lose? Okay, I thought I won, but I guess I died. Alrighty, we'll try this again, and hopefully it'll be better this time.
Sasquatch, if they made waifu figures of the characters in Planet Joker, I would totally buy them.
Honestly, awesome. I would too.
On my Saturn shelf.
If anybody knows where the Planet Joker merch is, let us know. We'll be the only two people that's ever thought of this, has merch of it, let alone played this game in, more than 20 plus years. Thank God I didn't have to sit through that cutscene again. Alright, back to the worst gun I've ever shot in a shoot 'em up. It's like I'm shooting them with a BB gun. And I still can't shoot this guy over here. Oh no, I got him this time. So I'm glad they start you off well, they give you a BB gun. Okay, now I got a slightly faster BB gun. They really don't give you any good upgrades, like in the shit. Like, you know what? We're gonna send you out to this mission to save the Earth. We're just giving you a BB gun, though, so... good luck with it, whatever that mess is. So, BB gun, shoot 'em up. Let's make it happen, boys. I don't know where my health life is. Alright, we got a little bit more upgrades now. I don't know where my life is, so... Well, that's a bad thing. Yeah, honestly, Dan, I'm part of the community challenge now. We're just gonna cancel the Jung Rhythm, and we're just doing this one now. So hopefully you don't mind. This is Jung Rhythm. This is the shoot 'em up section of Jung Rhythm, right, Dan? I think Dan's left me.
All right, what was that?
This is the shoot 'em up section of Jung Rhythm, right?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, I guess not.
This is your fever dream nightmare.
Yeah, this is the nightmare that's all consuming.
Whose idea was it to play this? Wasn't it Wiener Bob's? We blame Wiener Bob.
No, it was Dan's or Dave's.
It was Dave's suggestion. I thought Wiener Bob brought it up in chat.
Dave said to play it.
Okay.
Apparently, this is Jank Rhythm.
Dave tells you to do.
I do.
Oh, okay.
He's not the boss, but I do it anyways.
You like making him feel like he's the boss.
I mean, technically he's the boss. We're all the boss.
True.
Everyone's always telling me what to do. To be fair though, you don't want autonomous Patrick. It's gonna be a nightmare for everybody involved. We're gonna be covering vinyl records. We're gonna be covering weird stuff, weird games. We're covering, anime all of a sudden. It would just be a mess. It's best to keep me on a chain. If it meant to make Dave happy, I'll throw off Saturn off a cliff. Yeah, I need more micromanagement, not less. Cause you guys know what happens when I don't have a leash on me. I go, was it goblin mode? Is that the terminology?
Gremlin mode?
Yeah, goblin mode. Oh, that's a bomb. I was like, what the heck are those things on the corner? God, this is garbage. Oh, I died. Apparently. Or did I win? No, I think I died. Or maybe I won. No, I died.
Game over.
Jeez, okay. Just yelling at me now. Alright, we'll try another ship that's maybe that one will be not garbage. Okay, we're gonna enter the classic name. There we go. classic name. Who's played Jung Rhythm? I have not. I need to play it though. I'm gonna put down an easy. It seems like normal's a little bit too hard for me. I'm gonna go down to easy, see we get a little bit further. And let's try another ship. Try a little bit more good ship. Circuit laser. We'll try the wave laser one. That might be a little bit more fun. Banger. Right, 18th of May, 5 a.m. He kind of does. Except Optimus Prime is not dead in this one. Nope, we're skipping that. Okay. Little bit not bad. It's a little bit less worse. But it looks like the exact same thing as the last gun, so... Okay, that's kind of cool. It goes multi-directional, I guess that's neat. It's like a star pattern. Alrighty, let's, guess we'll kill these things. There we go, getting a little bit, this is a little bit better gun. Truck that flies over the water. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm fairly sure that was a... Didn't happen that the NES game, the Transformers one, that's like garbage. Well, maybe it's not garbage. It's the one AVGN reviewed. Maybe it's pretty decent, but I've hard as hell. Kia Optimus. Yeah, it's a Kia because it gets stolen. This is actually the Kia boys doing the shoot 'em up. Alrighty, we're making a little more progress, a little bit better progress. This gun is not garbage, and I set it down to easy so I can actually beat it. Afraid it might be a little bit too easy though, but we'll see. Like I said, I just want to show off the game. I'm not trying to be a master of this game. Alrighty then, keep going. 2015 Optima. Want to see credits? Well, we'll see if I can even see this game period. Also, where's my health bar at? I don't even have a health bar. Where's my health bar at? Okay, I beat him and he did a flip. That's cool. Like, greatest is hard with no power-ups in Detroit. No comments. No, no ignition mobilizer in Detroit. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, this is a stolen Evangelion that they stole. Stealing. Theft. I don't think it's the health. At least I don't think it is. It's like a shoot meter, I guess. I don't even know what's the bottom left supposed to be too. Is that just like a radar that like it feels like this game's unfinished and like there's half of the stuff does not work. So I don't even know what the bottom meter is supposed to represent. Maybe that's my health?
Instead of dubbing this game, I'll translate the manual. How's that sound? Maybe that'll help explain what's going on.
Probably not, but I appreciate the effort either way. Okay, I guess my health is the radar thing.
Yeah, it does seem to be chunking down when you get hit.
Okay, is it dead or? Alrighty. Yata? Or not, I guess.
Omedeto?
Yamate, I guess.
No, yeah, he's back.
Alright, so stay here and shoot it from the side. Ow. Please die, thing. We need to see the rest of the game so I can suffer less. Oh. Okay. Mission complete. Destruction rate 84%. Destruction bonus 1000. I'll give it a second. Can I skip this? Okay. 42,000. Shield bonus 4,000. Bomb bonus 0. Total score up. Oh, I guess I can't read that one. It's like 146,100. I guess. Ow. Mission complete. Yeah, classic Star Fox. Alright, we'll just watch it just to see the waifus. I have no idea what to say. Did she just say no problem? There's a lot of English in here, isn't it? I'm just trying to enjoy the waifus. Also, I just realized that the left and right ladies' bodies are just copy pasta. Like, they just color coded. Like, look, it's almost the same. Like, the only thing that's changed is the armor and the breastplate's a little bit wider, but it's literally copy and pasted pretty much. Look at it. It's all copy and pasted. Like, it's all copy pasta. No wonder why. Look at the bodies, Pat. I'm just a designer. I have a designer mentality.
Look, that's just called efficient budget management.
Yeah, no, probably. But yeah, I mean, budget is definitely the word of the day here. Eyes up here, mister. Budget is the word of the day. Pull that up. Okay, now we're in a city. Now we're looking like that really bad Power Rangers game, but I'll give that Power Rangers game this. At least the frame rate was a lot better in that Power Rangers game. This one's just bad. This is Planet Joker. This is a not good game. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's just not good. Like, it's really jank. It feels like it feels like some of the competition games are a lot better than this game. This got officially released and had a budget of some sorts. But like literally this is definitely budget Wiener Bob, not buttery. But yeah, like the more I look at it, it's like, wow, this is like they just like phoned this one in. Like, it looks like this ran out of time on like everything. Like, they have a lot of good ideas and stuff, but like it feels like they spent all the money on the intro and just the rest was phoned in. It's like, yeah, like I just don't know. Like, this game is not good. It's definitely a piece of Saturn history. Like I said, I definitely don't think it's gonna get a Saturn best of gold or silver or bronze. But this definitely is a game that you play on the Saturn.
It's a top 1,000 Saturn game.
It is indeed. It's somewhere in that top 1,000. Where on that list, I do not know. It's probably somewhere on the lower end, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that dating game I played, the JR Doozy, is way better than this game, and I can't even understand that game. Like, I've had more fun playing that than the shoot 'em up. Give me Whale Man Dating Sim, damn it. Yeah, this game feels like it lulls you in a false sense of security of, oh, this is gonna be a good game, and then you play as like, wow, this game is actually dog shit. Planet Jerkin. And it's 3D, alright. It's definitely a dimension. Ow. I was like I dodged all that just to get hit by it again. I have no idea what that does. Like a Super Saiyan move. I guess I could run into them, but that's kind of cool. Maybe it'll make this game a little bit more interesting if I did that. Some cousin loves Planet Joker. Honestly, it feels like it's made with Saturn Basic or like the what's that game called? Or the RPG, the Shmup Maker game. Was it Desimon 2, I think?
Yeah, Desimon.
I think a lot of Desimon games are a lot better than this is. Let's see. Okay, I'll kill this dude off. Well, sucks if you don't have a side shooting gun. You can do that, I guess. Yeah, this is like Garbanzo. I like literally have no idea if I'm even hitting him or not. Like there's no like feedback at all. Megadeth. I guess this kind of sounds like Hangar 18, I guess. Sounds like there's crappy Jung remix though. That's what you're mentioning. Net Yuruzi. To be fair though, every Net Yuruzi game I've played is pretty epic. Like, I still think my favorite one is Magic Castle. That one's pretty damn good. Okay, I think we finally killed him, unless he has 5 different stages again. Okay, we killed him for sure now. Cool. Mission complete. Yeah, it really doesn't, does it? I do like applaud that they're using like all 3D models for it, but like, there's a game that does it better. It's called Layer Section 2. Yep, good game. Beat it. Beat the game totally.
Congrats.
Yeah, no, the game's over. Just 2 levels.
By the way, I just asked Professor Abrasive what he did to fix that audio cracking issue, and he said he reduced the stack usage in several interrupts.
Already.
There you go. That was
there you go.
the solution.
I hope you guys are having fun. We did this over Jung Rhythm, so hopefully you all find this a lot funner than Jung Rhythm. I don't. Okay, this is probably the last level because we're running short on time, but yeah, hopefully this will be good. If maybe this level might bring it back, guys. This will be a good level. If not, well, that sucks. Cool jacket, Pat. Thank you. I got some Sega Steve. Has a little Sega Saturn logo on it. If I could find which side. Oh, there it is, right there. A little Sega Saturn on it. It's hard to see. It's like right there. And it has this on the back of it too. So So very, very cool. It's got Virtua Fighter on the back of it. It definitely seems like a budget game. Seems like it would fit right into Hong Kong 97 for sure. What's going on with the story? I think they're doing something now. I'll probably get it for fun. I'm not good at the Virtua Fighter games, but I'll probably get it because it'll be a good game thing. Fun party game. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, once we see more of it, I guess. I did get the Virtua Fighter 5 that came out on Steam though.
Yeah, I have the Virtua Fighter 5, the one on PS4 at least. It's pretty good. I liked it. I forget what the name of it is. Virtua Fighter, is it Revival or something, or?
On PS4, I thought it was like wasn't Final Showdown, was it?
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
I did download that too when it initially came out, but I haven't had PSN for years, so I can't really play it anymore. I could start it up and look at the title screen. That's about it.
Yeah, I like it. The thing is that Brad is so OP in that game. But besides that, it's pretty good. I like it. I just think I just have to get good at it. This game is not very exciting. Jeez. Okay. Probably, I think the problem with this game is how the mech moves without any sense of weight. Yeah, it feels just like it's floating, like a sprite, like this feels like a animation student just did this, and it's like there's no weight to it. It's just like, oh, it's a sprite. You're moving an object around in space. Like, look at, there's no anything. It's just like you're just moving it. Like, you're not moving the aircraft. You're moving an image and model around the screen is what you're really doing. Like, that's kind of why I like the, I liked Raimi's game, the shoot 'em up for that one was really good, just because it actually feels like you have weight to it, and you're actually controlling the ship versus controlling a model in the game, if that makes sense. Need an RTFM. I don't think a manual is gonna make this game any better. Though I do like the 3D effects, like in Layer Section or Ray Storm is really good. I'm not sure how much hacking will be able to. I'm not sure how much hacking would be really possible to fix at this point. Yeah, I think the issue though is just all these levels, as nice as they are, they're just really forgettable and there's not a lot going on. Like, I do like the city and the 3D stuff, but it's like beyond the models and how cool they kind of look. Like, there's nothing much going on in the city. It's just a bunch of enemies. Like, the level doesn't feel alive at all. And I have no idea what's going on with these missiles. And there's no feedback to killing stuff either with those missiles. They just disappear. Like, there's just a lot that's not good with this game, unfortunately. But apparently this boss is almost dead, which means we can stop playing this game now. Which is a blessing. Oh, okay, there is feedback. You hear the metal things when you shoot it. I actually thought it was part of the sound. Okay.
See, look at you, Pat. You're becoming a pro at this game.
I'm a pro jorker.
Yeah, I mean, the more you play it, the better you get, and that is the hallmark of a great shmup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really good at just baiting the enemies. You could probably say I'm just like a really good master baiter, if you will.
Ba-doom.
Oh, I guess this level's still going? Okay, let's still go. No, the game's not over yet. Sorry, guys. Oh, is this the final boss? Well, I'm probably not going to survive it if it is, unless...
Final boss? Isn't this only like the second level?
Third level.
No. There are only 3 levels?
I don't know. I've not played this game before. I assume there's more than that. If I did beat the game, at least I'd do something really cool where it's like, oh, I don't have to play this game ever again because I beat it.
You would be one of the few people in the history of humanity to have ever beaten this game, probably.
And I'm surprised that because it's literally only 3 levels if that's the case, but I highly doubt this is the end of the game. That'd be really... To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me. So you gonna do something, man? Or are you just gonna shoot gas at us?
So,
okay,
Dave
bye.
alluded during the show to there being an extensive page for this game on Sega Retro. I just looked it up. There sure is. It's pretty much like an FAQ. And yeah, this is not the last mission. I'm afraid you're not even halfway through the game. There's 7 missions to this wonderful game.
Am I gonna get the mission complete though, at least?
No, never.
Okay, cool.
No, that was the last boss, so it looks like. So, yeah, there you go. See, you're getting cutscenes. Getting waifus back.
Somebody said this game is not making you mad, so it must be better than Mr. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say something that's gonna make people's minds blown. I think this is better than Mr. Bones. Sorry, I think Mr. Bones is better than this game. My bad, I got that reversed. Mr. Bones, I would rather be playing Mr. Bones right now than this game. At least in Mr. Bones, it, like, gives me pain. This game just makes me want to go take a nap. Be honest.
Would you rather be in pain than sleep?
Yeah, at least there's entertainment value. I don't know what much more to say about this game.
Does Mr. Bones have occasional waifus, though?
No. So I guess maybe it has that over that, but... The thing is that at least Mr. Bones had Ronnie Montrose. It had something.
It did. It does have some excellent music.
This game just has copy pasta waifus.
And you know what? Mr. Bones has variety. Really spices things up from level to level.
Yeah, at least I have real weight to Mr. Bones. Like, he feels like he's actually moving. Versus me moving a model across the screen.
And you know how much health you have and whether you've taken damage with Mr. Bones.
Exactly.
Mr. Bones, hashtag best of Saturn.
Hashtag, at least he won't get a Saturn Gold, at least. I'm happy about that.
I think Mr. Bones, hashtag best of Saturn should be the only best of Saturn article that you write, Pat.
Yeah, you don't want me writing that. It's gonna get worst of Saturn.
I think everyone desperately does, actually.
I think Peter already wrote one.
No, did he? Damn.
When are you gonna get Mr. Bones on the podcast? Oh, you're right. We can get him on the podcast. We probably should reach out to him and talk to him about that.
Yeah, and didn't somebody have the Mr. Bones voice actor like say you must play Sega Saturn? Like
yeah.
He like did our catchphrase. Yeah.
He did. We had a video of that. I think that was Shadow too.
Yeah, Shadow Mask got him to say it.
Holy crap! Is this cutscene still going? Can I skip this? Okay. Yeah. There we go. That was really bad. Okay. Finally. I understand 0 of it. Okay, we completed level 3, which to me is the end of the game. We've beat the game, guys. Yay! The game is beaten. We don't need to go much further. The game is over. We got the last boss. We did it. But I guess all joking aside, this game really is bad. It's not good. The worst thing is that it feels kind of boring too, which is kind of worse than bad. I'd rather have bad than boring. Okay, yeah. It says Shadow Mask got Kitsuro. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, he got Kitsuro, my bad. So, yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me in excruciating pain playing Planet Joker or Planet Jorker, if you're depending on which side you're on. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember, you can play better games. But to do that, you must play Sega Saturn.